Hi folks, so we are at the top 16 stage of the online worlds, and this is my game against Francis. So it's Bara Summer against Stark Sea of Blood, and Francis is joining me on commentary for this one. So we are recording this a month or so later, right? Or has it been 2 months already? Seems like a long time ago.
Yeah, a month and a half.
Yeah, so this is from my perspective. You can see my cards, and Francis can judge me a little bit or tell me if I could have done something better.
No, I think
So
I remember playing the game and I just remember feeling really in trouble early game, so I don't think you made mistakes.
yeah, this was we knew the pairings, right? This was we had an overnight break, I think, just ahead of this round. So I knew I would play against Sea of Blood. It's not open deck list, so I had to guess a little bit, but I just played against one, like a couple of sample games against myself, and I found out that it's not really great. I think I played 5 games and won 1 out of 5, so it is doable, but it's not favorable. Depends, I guess, on the plots, because there's one choice that we keep talking about in Targ Sea of Blood, and there's strong obedience on both sides, whether you have Mad King's Command or not, because this deck goes super wide with locations, and then Mad King's Command nullifies that. And if there's no Mad King's Command, you can kind of stay in the game just with the backboard, I think.
Yeah, I think it's part of being able to counter your weaknesses with any deck that you build is knowing that your plot deck is the easiest way to counter them, and Mad King's Command does it really well. Uh, Ever since the redesign of Sea of Blood, you don't have put to the torch, so gotta be smart about it. I don't remember if I have Aegon and Shadows when I set it up, or if it's Shadow of the East.
I think it is Aegon.
It is, yeah.
At least
I
I
don't
assumed it
remember.
was. uh,
No,
yeah,
I
and
think it was Shadow of the East for the longest time.
I was quite happy actually to set up this board without characters, because I have Storm's End, which can
Yeah,
help me survive in the early game against the pressure, and I have Corain, so your Womb is just a really expensive card that's not gonna trigger ever in the
yeah,
challenges phase, which is really nice for me. I have
yeah.
Salador
Corain,
Sun
and you also,
additionally now. Yeah,
yeah, exactly. Salidor Sad that
that's even
shows
better.
up. You had a really good start. I'm watching your hand, and I understand why I wasn't feeling comfortable. Because here you probably just play Salidor Sand for the gold.
Yeah, it costs me 1 basically.
Uh, Okay, maybe it is Aegon in Shadows then, because I get 4 gold.
Yeah. Fortunately, it's still not fun, right? He comes out and brings a Kalasar and can't nail them all.
Hmm. Yeah, but
But
you still get to change the claim for more
yeah,
or the the challenge to power. So I think I think if I remember correctly, this is where you were dancing around, consuming flames at the beginning, quite a bit.
yeah, I can't put anything in the challenge if you have 2 gold.
Hmm.
I mean, if it costs you the high road, maybe it's worth the risk. But if you have straight gold, then it's kind of okay, overwhelming numbers. But really, that doesn't hurt as much. But consuming flames on something that's well, on these 2 smugglers anyway. And I think later on Salderson was duped also, so that's really unfortunate then.
Yeah, I think you play Shireen here, and then yeah, I felt like you were highly in control from the beginning.
Question is what to do with Corain. Wait for something to come out of shadows or just trigger here.
Hmm. I think that's what you do though. You wait. I think it's the right play as well. Make sure that once the Kalasar is out of shadows, you control whatever you want. Not the Kalasar, but Aegon fetching Kalasar.
Well, at least he doesn't come with me Sunday.
Yeah. I remember I remember making this play and then regretting it later on because I did have Danny for quite a bit, quite a bit.
Yeah, so Storm's End's gonna have to be used for military, so just gonna need him here so that you have to do something else for intrigue.
So maybe
Was
it is not
cancelled.
Aegon in Shadows. I think it is Shadow of the East, and I was trying to play overwhelming numbers here with Consuming Flames. I think that was my play, if I remember correctly. Oh, it is Aegon. I don't remember correctly.
Yeah, I knew it was Aegon because I remember
I did.
Kalasar was in rotation right from the start, and that's a real killer because once I get some power on the faction card, turning the Kalasar challenges into power really sucks. But it's an impossible choice. I mean, if you don't, you get stuff killed.
Mhm.
I have to eat this, unfortunately. Well, I have another one, so it's not a disaster.
No, but I think it would have been good for you to keep it if you were able to, of course, and to keep discarding your power to draw cards so that I don't get power.
Yeah, it's not so easy though. So usually in round one, opponents will maybe let you get some random power so that you can discard 2 or 3, but then you're down to 0 again.
Yeah.
I have to have another round like that. I used to play in summer. I used to play late summer feast because opponents were really happy to concede the random challenges
Mhm.
and let you get power on the faction card for set down deeds. But I had that plot, so it went out in the end. Especially in this version, I mean, playing summer with lore characters, you don't have that extra icon with Salad or Sun, who just can potentially get 5 gold for nothing, basically. Uh, now I don't feel like I need an additional econ plot. I don't suppose you let me have this one. She could have been duped.
Yeah, there's a good pillage.
And I have to do this one because I want the... Well, it's the only one he can win, but I want the unopposed, and with throne I have 2, so... Not sad to see that one go. Yeah, if you don't have Matkins command, it's not looking bad at all.
Yeah. It's a must-need plot, and anything that can jump in characters or needs to take care of the backline.
So you're first player, you're not gonna trigger it here, but you could pre-trigger it now when it's destined to be nailed, basically.
Yeah. I think my thinking was just that no matter what, you're gonna keep something out. And I prefer I think I preferred you kneeling womb in a character and having your character knelt than not kneeling anything. I was trying to I was trying to burn through you at this point because I'm pretty sure I had 2 consuming flames at the beginning.
Uh, Not super fun. So now I think I'm gonna have to get marched, right?
Yep. But you still have really good control of the game, right?
So I'm not kneeling this because it's actually econ for Saladar Sun. Womb would have been 4 gold, King's Landing is 5. Have to marshal a smuggler into first snow. I'm gonna do that anyway, I think, because CSS is okay. Going back to hand in the meantime is gonna stand Corain.
Yeah, and I think me getting that Delano was actually really huge on the pillage, because you would
Yeah,
have been able to play Delano with the Duke.
that would have been a nice draw. So I need 1. And yeah, I'm gonna marshal all the locations that exist, I guess. Consolation prize for this first snow.
Yeah, and I don't think I play Mad King's Command right away, right? Like I wait quite a few turns.
Yeah, probably. I feel like I can defend the red keep with some luck, maybe. Otherwise, I could have just knelt it and drawn, I think, for King's Landing.
But I think you defend it with the changing your challenge to power.
Yeah, that's
Right.
why it's a bit weird, because must have been optimistic that, or maybe I thought you were going to make a special effort to try to kneel it. It seems like he's just gonna do military that goes into power and that's it. Oh, actually, I mean it is grand melee, so maybe I thought
Yeah,
I
but
could make it fizzle.
true.
So Aegon comes out and brings another character. You have 3 characters. 1 I kneel, so the other 2 have to go into the same challenge.
Yeah, and I think I almost made the mistake of doing a military, and then I was like, oh no, don't do it. It's a or an intrigue with Aegon. I think this is the turn I forget about Grand Melee and I cancel my challenge.
Yeah,
It's a nice back and forth game though.
I need that galley for Corain, unfortunately. Didn't want to attack here into that 4 gold. If I had another warship, I would boost him to 4 and then attack, I think. By the way, Septa Lemore was annoying here.
Yep.
Much prefer him in play. And now there's another Kalasar. Okay, so I can stop military being done. Intrigue can be done because there's 1 icon, so
Mm-hmm.
means you can do power still though, and red keep isn't getting defended.
Okay, no, I do the power.
I don't think there's any huge threat now defending. Yeah, this business with defending with just the 1 because red keeps in play is supposed to be really good, right? That's the turns where you can have a good round, but here have to play so defensively that honestly doesn't get me much. But okay, made your round kind of fizzle, but I am inevitably going to get marched, so that was the problem all along.
Yeah. I don't remember what I throw for reserve here. Kalasar.
I should have 2 in hand at this point, right?
Yep.
Yeah, thinking that can kneel the location, but I'm gonna kneel Womb anyway. And galley is useful against consuming flames, so I think it's always correct to kneel right. What are we thinking? Something other than marched? No.
No, and do I even march? I don't remember what I march. It's really been that long.
The knelt one. Usually want Aegon out of play, but
Yeah.
makes sense. Ooh, that's a
Yeah,
good
but
one.
I already had both of the Khalasar, so I don't think I needed Aegon to go back into shadows anymore. And fun fact, I don't play the other armies, Dothraki armies in the deck.
Mm. So thinking whether I should use the first action to kneel your econ.
Yeah.
You have 5 gold plus this reduction. I don't need the big King's Landing play for Salador Sun here with trade routes. I have a free bastard of Robert if I mash Robert anyway also, so I
Yeah.
have some characters. Attachment in this one's not so good. Not losing initiative automatically. Gives him renown if he can stay in play.
Also, you only play one Bastard of Robert?
Yeah. Usually she grabs him and then he's played when Robert's in play.
Yeah.
Edric, if you have to fight for dominance more, and I think that's it, right? I feel like I have 3 bastards in the deck. 2's a bit low.
Yeah, but Delena's good without them.
Looks okay until Mad King's Command happens. If I had Grand Melee now, would be pretty nice. Could do challenges and would be tough to oppose all of them.
Mm-hmm.
5 gold. That's either a lot of burn or unexpected return happening.
Mm-hmm.
Or I actually have Blood of My Blood in the deck, so that's
Yeah, Blood of My Blood and Birth.
Well, now what am I doing? Oh, I just want to do stealth. Seems like Salador Sun was the better choice, actually.
Yep, I think so too.
Ah, I know what's coming here.
The classic.
I just say Tark here. Then I thought you were slightly grumpy, and I didn't do the banter for the rest of the game. Although I don't think I'm. I mean, the start was really good, but I don't think I'm necessarily winning at this point anymore.
But you see, look what I wrote, and I really thought about it, and I still felt that that's how I felt about the game. I felt like you were controlling the game. Yes, I have my King's Command, but I still didn't know. I don't think I had that many tools in hand at that moment.
Hmm.
Because with Robert, you can still control the board.
Okay, so a lot spent on this intrigue, and yeah, nothing else really worth it here. I have my two renown guy still standing, which is probably not amazing tactics, but maybe
Yeah,
I try to defend the red keep if I can.
I think I go get Jogo right here. I think I hesitated between Jogo and Ago simply because Ago is a 1x, and then the moment I have him in play, you play Summer, I get to get a stand every turn. But yeah, I go get the stealth instead. And this is when I get Danny, I think, with overwhelming numbers.
Yeah, I don't want Sea of Blood triggers, but now that I've gone really wide, thinking can I eat that? But no. Down to 4 cards. Don't want you searching for more events, I guess, here. And I can put this guy in a challenge who, if he gets burned, honestly, it's overkill.
Yeah. Okay, so this is not the turn I start playing overwhelming numbers.
Yeah. I'm thinking the small ones will be knelt now. And Salvador San can go in a challenge. He'll stand from Robert, but he needs the galley first because there's 2 gold still there.
Yeah, that's a nice play. The renown is only on Salador San, right?
Yes.
From the Prince of the Nail City. Yeah.
I think I have one
So you still
copy
have
in
control
the
of this.
deck. The Prince attachment I played, so it's 3 copies in the free companies, which I think everyone kind of, the Stalek deck that was King of Swiss, everyone takes inspiration from that these days. And that played 3 copies because it does genuinely lose initiative every time, and then it has sales on demand basically. With free companies, they are super repeatable, and you can stand Salvador for challenges. Here it's a bit awkward because there's 3 Delenas, so he's not gonna stand.
Yeah.
So that doesn't work, and the losing initiative doesn't work so well, so I took it down to 1, I think. I have Traitor as the restricted card, so that takes the attachment slot, and I think I have 2 copies of Laughing Storm also. I was thinking if the guy needs to stand, but I don't know what plots are coming.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure this is where I met Mad King's Command, though. Yeah. Put Aegon back into shadows.
Just looking at this, I mean, I can trigger it if I kneel my own reducer, which honestly isn't staying in place, so I could. And I can kneel any one location, but if that's gonna be womb, then yeah. Yeah.
Oh, classic me.
I mean, I don't think it's overly slow. It is a decision to be made whether
No, yeah.
which location to kneel here.
Yeah. No, I don't think you were taking your time. I don't care about winning or losing as long as it finishes at 15, right? Like I'm not someone who's gonna slow play just to win a game. I want to finish it at 15 as much as possible.
It's not the most amazing top deck, but it is Mad King's Command, so I don't expect to find much to marshal here. I mean, unless I've got Corain. I'm gonna marshal a smuggler just to kneel the thingy. Or I could write it.
Makes sense.
Smuggler could also theoretically stay in play. If I lose Delena.
Which isn't the worst, right? Since you can stand Salador San.
Yeah. Okay, so I can keep 3 cards, so one of the these can be played. I mean, it draws for King's Landing, so maybe draw something better. Well,
More
so
locations.
I'm gonna keep that one now, which means I can, whatever. Well, it's not the most amazing hand now after Mad King's Command. Here's where I could have used Set Down or Deeds. Have 7 reserves, so when we go into challenges, I immediately play that for 3 cards. Or for 6 cards even, I mean, or for 4. That would be a good play. I think there's one left in the deck. I think I put a 3rd copy in for Worlds.
You do keep Delana. I guess it makes sense. That's why I didn't play Aggo probably the turn before, because he's useless against Delana.
Yeah, I think with the possibility of Plaza and with that guy, you do stand a bit potentially.
I was surprised with your choice of keeping those locations. I thought you'd want to try and keep the dominance locations simply because you want to keep trying to get the power gain. I thought it was your win condition.
Yeah, so King's Landing, once you get into this position, I have that King's Gate in hand, so potentially next round I play that. It's an econ card that also draws one, so can kind of start rebuilding a little bit. But okay, Storm's End is non-negotiable really, but Red Keep,
Storm's End makes sense.
Simply because I had Grand Melee revealed and I had some hopes of doing challenges with Red Keep there.
Yeah.
In the short term.
How many chamber and chair and table do you have?
I think all of these locations are 2 copies except for King's Landing, which is 3. Yeah, and the 2 gold left really kills it.
I see. This is what I remember. I'm like, oh, Grand Melee.
Although, could I not have done a challenge with at least with Robert? But there's no power to take anyway. It just gets me unopposed.
Yeah, I would have left it. Unless you do military. I would have. Even military, I leave it on. No, you can't do military with just Robert. It has to be power. But yeah. Would have been unopposed and renowned. Did you ever think about playing VM at some point, or?
Well, I had a duped Salador, but he was in play one time with Corain, who was getting marched. And if I played that into March, you would just Morgulis first and then March Salador, right?
Yeah.
So that was a disaster, and afterwards it was kind of gone.
Yeah, because you had a better board for a while. Well, before the Mad Kings come out. And then I'm pretty sure you repopulate pretty well after.
I did not need this one. I was thinking, did I needlessly play against Consuming Planes where this was the real threat?
I had both.
Yeah.
I had both. I remember having Consuming Flames from the beginning. I was like, oh, he's playing around it.
Well, but this is happening. This is not the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
Too bad I'm done with the Grand Melees.
But now I actually have a womb free.
Yeah.
Although don't you get Corain right away?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm missing a smuggler now.
I think I play
Shame.
I play Furry. Oh no, I play Late Summer Feast. Wow.
Yeah, Salador Sun, if he wasn't duped, he could be removing himself from play.
Yeah.
It's awkward because I could kneel anything on your side. I'd have to kneel Delena. Then he comes in and kneels Womb. But
Oh, you do play two Prince of the Narrow Sea.
so 2 copies. Okay. Maybe I made the changes for the Milano tournament in June after it was a bit redundant here. Maybe that's what I was thinking of. But this is, you see, King's Landing draws a card for the icon location.
And then you get to play the 5.
And get 4 back.
Yeah.
2 characters or a begging brother with 1 gold.
I think now knowing how the game ended, maybe not playing Corain right away and seeing that I have Late Summer Feast, so that means I'm gonna play the characters out. Maybe not playing Corain and going for the VM next turn, and then close call after that might have been better.
Yeah, maybe, but you jump so much. I didn't think I had a Morgulis window.
Because I never thought you were gonna reset me. Yeah.
And still, there's the gold left so that I can't attack. Now I don't even have a warship. I mean, he's kind of just a body at this point, but he was a smuggler to Neil Womb, so Salador kind of did his job.
Yep.
Basically attacking into Late Summer Feast here, trying to get more cards. Didn't think I'd been it on the attack.
I think I let it on a pause, right? Yeah.
Just as good. I'm missing 1 to be able to trigger a King's Gate. Yeah, considered him slightly more expandable at this point with no warships. And not even paying for it, just a high road. Boom. Here I think I was tempted to do the military because I still have my renown guys, but it is Sea of Blood, so it's never fun attacking into.
Do I ever get a Sea of Blood token? I don't think so, right?
I don't think so.
Because I never saw Khal Drogo.
Maybe at the very end
Yeah.
when I can't change it anymore. Yeah. Yeah.
This is just me realizing that's how I win the game, right? It's just stealing power.
Yeah. In theory, could have eaten the military and then played the Morgulis. You suggest Corain's dead anyway now. Salador stays duped, but your guys are back in hand.
If you do that though, I probably no. The only guy that's back in hand is the Khalasar that jumped in.
Yeah, and you still presumably have Fury of the Khalasar.
Yeah. I also have Return, right? So I would have played Return if your board was empty.
So one thing that I'm kind of glad I have still is Robert, so he can still at least do something.
Yeah. I think you keep the 5 cost no though this
Yeah,
time.
now it's 2-2 and
Yeah.
my charts stand from that, so. And I got a smuggler from Night Summerfist.
Yeah. No, you would have had it anyways.
I always have to consider what is this actually doing if I triggered it, but no, not letting go of the dupe when the last plot is Morgulis. Yeah, this time you do it. Khal Drogo was the next card.
Yep. I remember seeing it. I was like, fuck, finally seeing him to do military, but
Again, I'd like to play the cards that draw me more cards, so these two. But I also need to have kind of the first action if I want to need or reduce allocation. I need to do that first with Saladon, but here it's not really worth it, honestly. Well, I draw some characters here now. The question is, do we play them out or do we go through the Morgulis and then still have something in hand? Still no worship.
you could probably get away with playing one of these.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe I will suffer the intrigue claim here. I don't need the gold, yeah. And this guy can put Imri on top, maybe. If you don't have the pillage. I remember playing a game against someone, I don't think it was this game, where oof, okay, why am I playing everything out?
Yeah.
Was I thinking that I get to 5 power on the faction card? I don't think that's even possible. 17 minutes. I played a game against someone recently where I had the Wily Smuggler against a pillage character, and I put a card on top, my worst card on top, thinking if the opponent will will pillage or not. Because it seems like I don't think he ended up winning a challenge with the pillage character, but it seems like it would be a logical conclusion that I forgot the pillage. Because it's unless you're playing against Lannister or Greyjoy, I mean, no one's thinking that Targ's gonna pillage you on that one random character that has pillage. Well, I played out so many that I kind of have to do challenges now with them.
Yep. Makes sense.
Actually, I do have the attachment still, but there is no one-cost character because I killed it. So I still cannot save cells on the Morghulis turn.
I remember seeing Begging Brother and thinking, oh, I can't play Danny now. Which is probably why I had the Raiding Khalasar jump in for Furry.
I think 9. I'm trying to get you to kneel 10 worth of strength here.
I think I leave it unopposed, right? Or maybe I defend with just one, but
Well, looks like you are not sure either whether it's worth defending.
yeah.
I mean, you do have a 2-claim plot revealed.
I'm pretty sure I was doing math though, trying to see what you had left once this was happening. Because I was probably counting my strength with Jogo and Khalasar, and then because you're going to switch the claim to power, well, the challenge to power.
I'm thinking to do another military here. Another power, I mean, with Storm's End possibly. Because now, I mean, you have what? 4 claim, but it is Morghulis next to it,
5.
so yeah.
I have 5 power claim here because of the
Really,
Khalasar.
the thing that sucks more is the Silver Blood trigger into some kind of blood on my blood or something.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I have to put 3 characters in for the power challenge. Well, the military challenge.
Looking here at what you still haven't played, I know some or most decks played Duharis, so I was thinking, could it be?
It's my safety plot.
They're all just going into this, right? So Storm's End kind of wasted in the end.
Also removed Vanquish from the plot deck for late summer feast, thinking there's going to be more choke. And then I played choke the next round and didn't matter.
Yeah, I have such a nice matchup against choke.
Yes.
I chose this because everyone was obsessing about Knights of Kraken.
Yeah.
And not to be.
Alex had a really good start against me as well. Made some mistakes on my end.
Okay, 3 claim on this one. And I'm pretty sure Jogo cannot push the other power through even with stealth.
No, but I do a military alone. I don't even do the military. Because of Robert.
Storm's
wanted
End
a
still
4
there
cost.
also, so I just change it to power and defend, I think.
Yeah.
Now what? Now Star's dying actually. So what's surviving? Yeah. Jogo's standing anyway, so he's irrelevant. Here I really should have had a Dragonstone Faithful in play, honestly. for this to work, to at least take the cells back.
Yeah.
I can trigger it if I take Salad or Sun back, but that's pointless. I don't know why you had to have return though. I was hoping you screw yourself with your last plot, whatever it was, but that was the best possible plot, I think.
Yeah. I just never felt like I had to play it during a game. And then it was just blocked there. I wasn't sure if you were playing a reset as well, because it's summer.
Yeah. Normally, in the past was the Harris, here it's Morgulis, kind of going from that free companies idea with this attachment, but honestly I'm not using that so much. But the one thing that this deck can do really nicely, usually there's quite an early Morgulis, I think I had some in this tournament as well, where if Salad or Sun is in play with King's Landing, you can basically, or opening at the gates for Gates of the Moon, for instance, right? And then if you have King's Landing, you have 5 gold on the Morgulis turn, and you marshal Sarador, and you have 5 back, and that's usually 2 more characters, which is amazing value. And people don't expect it, because I in Bara Control play so much the Harris. I have the gold here, obviously, with Salador doing this. And I have Imri to make a round fizzle, but this is not the best round with 0 claim on my side. Now you have 2 military challenges. Do you also have a way to cheat the character in? I don't think you do.
No, not this turn. No, I'm pretty sure we go into another plot.
Well, this is not a win by 5, and I can't keep doing it, but I do it anyway. I can throw everyone into this defense.
Yep. And you don't.
I don't. I would actually I could spare 1 character. 13.
Yeah, you could have won the challenges.
I'm looking now at my power total here. I was gonna do some unopposed back to get somewhere up so that I can Imri and have some magical comeback in the last round, but it's not on. I think it was the better play to just defend the power and even red keep.
Yeah, we'd have had red keep.
I mean, you had 1 more character standing, or 2 more after. Yeah, you would have just done a power, I think, and nailed it anyway.
No, because you can defend with the other one. Like if you defend with Salador, San, and the Smuggler.
Oh, Jogo was net, so you only had Jikwi left.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Then that was probably the play. Not the best one. That traitor could have been maybe useful earlier, but the problem is that it's always raiding Kalasar in the challenge, can't take attachments.
Yeah.
Wouldn't really help me defend power that much. Maybe 1 over the course of the game somewhere.
A lot of spectators for that game.
Yeah, it wasn't streamed, of course, and the rule is you can't spectate games when you're still in the tournament, but this was top 16, so a lot of the players who played in the World Cup were out and were looking for something to watch.
Yep.
I was just hoping that you play out everything and spend on all the gold for jumping, but you wouldn't. Then I can Imri and if I could Imri and do 2 power challenges with Storm's End, I mean the score goes super close suddenly. And add the red keep here because I can sack it for Imri and play another one. Can do the same with King's Landing actually. I have the gold. Wish I had some characters though.
No, that's the thing, right? You
And having a smuggler hill would have actually helped. So one round where I can't nil womb.
Do you remember what I hit with womb? I don't remember.
No. Have to calculate this one, so can I draw?
Yeah, because you can kneel.
I guess I can't.
No, if you depends if you wanted to play the trader. Yeah. I don't think that was the play though.
Yeah, I could have maybe drawn another card, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Although my board is not right now, and it's grand melee. So
if I had a smuggler, I guess, as the top card, and unfortunately you don't miss. But so far it's just one guy. You need some more, but I'm 96% sure that you do have some more. I mean, I'm pretty sure you still have characters in hand that I know of, so you would have marshaled more probably if you had no jumpers whatsoever. Can you get 2 power icons though? Yeah, the problem though is like if I change it to power it's over. If I don't, it is gonna be a win by 5.
Two claim as well.
Yeah, and you have 1 goal left and the high road, so I mean, for sure you're gonna find that blood of my blood if you don't have one already. If I had set under deeds, I could change it and discard all the power. And then maybe you have to win on time instead of getting to 15. It was a smuggler, unbelievable. Wouldn't have helped, but yeah, wouldn't have helped realistically. But I should have tried it anyway. Then I kneel womb, I get more gold, I can still play my my traitor or whatever.
Yep.
And I have stand in theory. It's difficult to do the stand, but in theory it's there. And then this guy can do challenges back if you're not on 15, but I think you are.
I think you do challenge here though, right? You're gonna have to do a power.
And they're gonna do intrigue and that's it. Yeah, I don't know what you had in hand here, if you had to search for these cards, but if you could somehow, I mean, if I played the smuggler to kneel womb and then you couldn't actually get, I think you could always get 2 characters to do military, which killed half my board. And then maybe if you didn't have another character so that you can't attack into grand melee again, maybe I survive. Then I can do 2 challenges back with Storm's End magically. And actually goes pretty close, but yeah.
I don't know why you didn't defend though.
I mean, it was intrigue and I have grand melee, so I could change it to power.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Could have defended military earlier, I guess that's 1 power fewer, but yeah.
It was a fun game to play though. I don't know for you on your end, but to me it was a fun it was fun back and forth of you having control and me having to try and poke around the control that you had.
Yeah, I'm slightly frustrated at the end here not drawing that smuggler because it is 15-5, and if I take a little bit away from you and add two power challenges with Salador who has renown and they're both unopposed magically, I think it's so close and there's still a minute
Yeah.
left.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I think we had time to go another challenge phase.
Uh,
Um,
I don't think that necessarily helps me though.
yeah. No, I'll probably go
Morghulis
for
is
snow.
pinned, yeah, so can't reset you in any way. You're super wide. I don't think I can do anything. And Imri's dead, so I wouldn't have another magic. But I think if time actually expired, it would be quite close. But yeah, it was fun, kind of.
It was interesting. Like if I have Khal Drogo, it's a different game, right? I can still win the military. But without him, having to play the road of using the Khalasar to get more power claim. Once I figured out that's what I had to do. And then I was a bit disappointed I discarded Dany at the beginning, simply because she could have helped me get more power during the game.
Yeah, I think Khal Drogo is really the. I don't have any way to blank him, so I'd have
Yeah.
to. I can. I mean, I can play Morghulis if he's in play.
Yeah.
I would have to because I can't do two defensive Storm's Ends basically. I have one, so if you can push military and it's all super high strength, so it's not like you there's a devoted Blood Rider doing one with 3 strength or something, and then
Yeah.
that one I can just leave. It's all Sea of Blood triggers, so
Yeah.
that was the key card, I guess, and you didn't have it, and you still didn't have that much trouble, I guess. I guess with the slightly better Imri could have made you sweat a little bit at the end, but
Yeah.
it was pretty comfortable, I guess.
I think it was a game of small. I don't think you made many mistakes. We saw one with the power the turn before, but other than that, I think me getting the pillage on the Delena early game when I was gonna go do the first snow, and then on the flip side, I had the 1x of Septa in hand when I knew I was gonna do first snow. So my Aegon was going back. I had the econ to bring Aegon back out. So I think the game could have flipped the other way. Hadn't like that pillage was a big hit, like you said, not getting the cells at the end. Uh, there's another. I think the first turn I intrigue claim your set our own deeds, so that was also a really good pull in hindsight.
Mhm.
Once I see how the game goes, so I think the game could have flipped in your favor had I not gotten those little margin of those plays that actually helped me in the end. But I might still have one. It could have been closer, but in the end, uh, yeah, it was actually an interesting game. And seeing your point of view is fun.
Yeah, I think in testing I played one game, the one I won. I think I had the classic Throne and Chamber get more power than the dark
Yeah,
side gets, and there was traitors on characters, and Raiding Kaiser was not in rotation. But I think I may have just quickly grabbed the USA World Cup deck, which it doesn't have Mad King's Command, so that's a completely different prospect then, I think.
they don't run it.
No, no, they have the Mother famously. So
I played the mother in last year's US online Worlds. Uh, oh yeah, they play Valardo Harris. They play Vanquish. Quite a few changes.
yeah, but that's really the main one.
Yeah,
With all the locations, I mean, if I don't have to get rid of Throne and Chamber, that 15 that you have turns, I mean, how many rounds did we play after Mad King's Command? 4 or 5. That's uh,
yeah,
that's 5 power gun potentially. So
yeah. No, I thought you were gonna keep those. I thought you were gonna keep instead of Red Keep and King's Landing, you're gonna play. You're gonna keep the Storm's End and then Chamber and Throne.
yeah, it would have been something to consider, I guess. I don't know how. econ works after that. But
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
econ is harder.
I didn't have a smuggler at that point, so if I could at least know that I have a smuggler to kneel womb and get 4 gold from that, maybe I would have considered that. But King's Landing is so crucial here, I think, to recover from either Mad King's Command or political disaster, that I always kind of by default keep it. And Storm's End was non-negotiable, so I guess Throne over Red Keep would have been the thing to do, but there was Grand Melee revealed, and I guess I had some hopes of doing something, which in the end was not the best thing, because it never drew once over the whole game, I guess.
Yeah, and you also have you hadn't played at the gates, so you can get the Gates of the Moon easily if you need to get your econ back up. So it could have been a different play that might have changed something, but we won't really know.
Yeah. So we have this was the top 16 round. In top 8 we don't have anything because I had to go out to in search of a better connection to stream the rest of the tournament, so missed the top 8 round, but then we have the semi-finals and the final recorded. Some of you have of course already watched it live when it was happening, so that's what we have for you from this round. Thank you, Francis, for doing this with me. Always way more fun to commentate with someone, especially on the games that you've lost. It sucks to talk for an hour about how I have nothing from the game and Tark keeps winning all the power challenges. So
it was fun. I'm always glad to have a chance to hop on for commentary, and I hope we get many more games interesting like this in the future.
Yeah, for sure. And thank you,
Maybe
everyone.
8 regions.
In the 8 regions. Okay.
Yeah. Well, we might face each other in the 8 regions pre-tournament Swiss thing.
Yeah, looking good for that, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you everyone for watching, and see you next time.